Turn on that radio and back here. The cops ain't likely to catch up with us, not tonight. So we can all be quiet and peaceable and listen to the music.
This episode of Auto Dealer Live is brought to you by TrueCar.
In 5, 4, 3.
300!
Come on, baby. Boom.
Holy moly.
300.
I can't believe it.
I can't either. I can't.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Sounds like
You
you
guys
have something
said
to
it.
say. Sounds like you have
You know what,
something
man?
to
You know what gives me OCD? When my lid is flipped around the other way. And a Yeti is one of these things. They're so freaking tight you can't turn it. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull it off. And that doesn't bother you guys? Doesn't irk anyone else?
It's 3:30. It's Thursday.
We got a
It's
micro
Auto Deal
monologue.
Live.
Micro monologue this morning today. A micro monologue because we have so many people calling in, Dave. The monologue itself. And you know, everyone right now is applauding because that's probably the thing they hate the most, the monologue. Because really, honestly, it's nonsense. If you think about it,
It is.
This is
It
the 300th nonsensical monologue
Opening
that
that
we've
we've done, yes.
done. Yeah. You
I
think
don't know
you would
if it
run
was
out of
nonsense-
like stupid stuff to say?
Was it nonsensical before I started too?
It was less nonsensical, but yes, nonetheless, it was.
Yeah, that could help.
We used to have a little bit of a little system that
Yeah.
we would do. Remember? Now
I don't remember.
Now on Hardy over here.
Now I feel bad because the gentleman that used to read the newsreel.
Oh, Martin.
Martin, yes.
Martin,
Yeah,
it's called What's Trending?
yeah
said
what's
the gentleman.
trending? Yeah, a little
You go-
news
you
bulletin
go,
music going on.
What's trending? Are we doing that today, Lou?
What's trending?
Chrysler announces cutbacks in their.
Was there something that you say every week?
Yeah, he would read like little news bulletins like that had to do with the auto business. He'd be
I
like,
wonder why that's.
It'll be like,
subject.
let's reenact it real quick.
Sure.
Can you do the
Yeah,
little
yeah.
music, Lou? So it'll be like Martin is going to come in right now. You got to wait till I say it. You got to wait till I freeze.
Go ahead.
All right, guys, we're going to go to Martin. Martin, you know what, Martin? What's trending? Today, Chrysler laid off 300 people. And Ford. Yeah, he would do that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool.
Toyota
It was so cool. We kept it as a segment.
Yeah. Then this
Yeah,
thing
no,
called
we
the
didn't.
internet, where people could actually figure it out for themselves. You know.
He sat there. He's like, in today's Tampa Bay Times, it looks like there's a water project going on in North Tampa.
And I also noticed, I go through, went through the guest list here, and I also noticed that someone else was missing. I didn't see the unknown salesman in here. So.
Oh, I did not see it.
I think he's with us in spirit, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
You know, it's crazy, man. You know, some of you guys, first of all, most of you guys, if not all of you guys, or many of you guys, watched the show back when we started, including you. I didn't know you.
Yeah,
I knew you,
yeah.
but I didn't know you.
Yeah.
You were here, but you saw what we did when we first started. But I will say this, man. Thank God for Facebook Live, because when we first started the show, we used Ustream. And Ustream, iStream, we all stream for Ustream. But we used Ustream, and that was the streaming platform. And then it was just jacked up, man.
I believe MySpace bought them out, right?
Right before they went under.
Right before they went under.
And then we would use Blog Talk. We still are on Blog Talk, but we use the audio for Blog Talk and the video for Ustream, and then we'd put them together. But the first host, I can tell you guys this because the first show, Chris Fritcher was the co-host, but he was actually my marketing director, and pitched me in February of 2012, actually January of 2012, pitched me the idea, said, man, no one is doing a podcast. He said, how do you market to auto dealers? And I'm just being honest with you. One of the motivating factors was marketing to auto dealers. They don't watch the same TV channel. They don't listen to the same radio show. You can go to conferences, right? And they're there. But how do you really reach them? He said, man, you need to do a podcast. And he said, I'll do it. And he was doing a political podcast himself. And so I said, okay, man, you're a marketing director. This is an idea, which, by the way, man, one of the best ideas is it's turned into something we love. And it's, of course, we've earned business and made relationships over the years. Sure. But mainly, by far, it's turned into something we love with people. But in long story short, the first episode, Chris was in my office and did it from my desk. And he had all this equipment.
Like
it looked like the studio in here, right? We have equipment in proper places. He had it all on the desk.
He's like auto dealer. He's tuning it as.
And look, I was sitting.
He knew how to, because he knew how to do it. He did everything his own.
Oh yeah, he knew except for the first episode, he didn't know how to do it.
Oh,
when it went live. Oh, he knew how to do it, but he was like, it went live, and I had emailed out all my clients and everybody that were going to do the show, and then probably the only ones watching it. But then he's sitting there, and it's like. It wasn't nothing happening, and guys are texting me going, hey, I don't see anything. Nothing's happening. And I'm getting like an aneurysm, right? I'm like, I cannot believe this. Oh my God, I got egg on my face. And I'm like, and I'll have Chris tell the story. I think Chris is calling in, right? Yeah. And but it was amazingly funny. But that launched it off. And then immediately what I did is I said, I'm going to co-host with you. And then and I took over. But it was.
The rest is history. Hey.
And you came in at a pivotal time, and you and I got to do Digital Dealer for the first time in 2014. They reached out to us. I remember we were doing the show. Do you remember that? We were doing the show, and we received a direct message on Twitter from Digital Dealer asking us if we wanted to come to Vegas in 2014 in the fall, and that's where that all started. And then, some great stuff there back then. What's one of your big memories back then?
Well, I think one of the things that stands out to me was really our very first road trip, because right before Digital Dealer reached out, Tracy Myers reached out and invited us to North Carolina to be a part of the mastermind group, and we went there. We had we brought in Dave Anderson, Grant Cardone. I mean, I was really excited about that event, but just being asked to go that first trip and be a part of something bigger, just felt like someone is paying attention to what we're doing. They see something here, and the rest is kind of history. This has really evolved into something really special, not just for us. I mean, we're the faces of it, and you are obviously the owner of the company and things like that. But what it's provided for. Everyone in the car industry, I think John Z called it, I think he said, thanks for providing this platform, right? It's a platform where everyone in the car business really that is passionate about it can be heard, which gives them a voice. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome. And Grant came on for the first time October 31st, Halloween on 2013, and came on, and he's been on probably, 7-8 times. And
my first time I hosted, Grant Cardone was a guest, and Tom Hopkins. That's my first time.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the business.
Like legend Tom Hopkins.
I was peeing all over myself. I peed. I left.
You still do.
Well, I still do, but it's nominal now. Then it was like a full stream.
Mandated gap.
Huh?
We have a mandated gap between us because you urinate all the time.
Oh yeah, we keep the little puppy pee pads all under my seat, which y'all don't see.
Yeah.
It's less than it used to be, but that day I was like Niagara Falls.
It's funny because the same thing happened to me with Tom Hopkins. Not long after I started hosting, you were somewhere and you couldn't make it in to host that day.
Yes, I was in Texas.
Tom, you were in Texas, and I thought you were going to come in. We were going to do it remotely, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it was
Ranger.
like, okay, hey, it's just you, and you're interviewing the
and
man, Tom
sales
Hopkins,
legend.
and a sales legend.
Here you go.
But that it turned out to be a great show, and fond memory.
So the show today, guys, is going to be, really, it's unknown. It's 300. We want to thank you guys for listening. Hopefully we reminisce a little bit today, but as well as do what we do. And what we try to do, what this show has always been about, we don't really say the tagline a lot, the show where dealers go, but we have a lot of dealers that tune into this show, and it's so fun and amazing that our sales guys every day contact dealerships, and then they go, oh, you guys do the radio show there, so they know about it. And so we're just so happy we have a lot of listeners. You guys that comment and watch friends of the show on Facebook Live, and of course on our website and on Blog Talk Radio. Those of you that you've been subscribed and listening to Blog Talk Radio, the podcast version of this, or on iTunes, you download it. We're just so grateful. And so today's show, is really unknown. Lou, our producer, has really set it up. We've got an idea of some of the callers that are going to be coming in, some from the past, some from the current, and some from the in between. And so, Lou, we're just going to be waiting on you, baby. You just tell us when they're calling in, so.
And
All right, we're going to go commercial.
Do a commercial?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go to commercial real quick, and we come back. We'll start getting all the callers on the line.
All right,
gonna be
sounds
fun.
good.
All right, guys.
We'll be right back.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Chip Perry. The Pledge was and is an action plan designed to address head-on the concerns that many of you told me about right after I took this job. Thus far, our Dealer Pledge has been aimed at fixing the major pain points that you told us about related to our product, our customer service, and our consumer advertising. I'd like to reiterate that our Dealer Pledge is our ongoing commitment to you, our dealer customers, and we will continue to work hard to improve our service to you.
We're back.
Well, let's jump into some calls. What do you say, gentlemen?
Let's talk to the peoples.
Huh?
Let's talk to our fine friends.
What we got, Lou? What we got? Who we
All
got?
right, so we have on the line right now Matt Lasco calling from Lasco Ford.
Who?
Matt Lasco, my friend. How are you, sir? Matt, how you doing, my friend? Can you hear me?
Aw, Matt.
Lou? We got
Matt's
him
upset
muted.
with us.
Can they hear us? They should be able to hear us.
I can hear you, Lou.
I can hear you, Lou. We're gonna wait to our 300 show to
I think 301.
Be
That's
like,
gonna
"All
be the
right,
show
guys,
where we get
surprise
everything
is
together.
Our technology stopped working on 300.
this is the cool thing about having a live show, though.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
right.
That you peed again? You
Yeah.
peed too?
Yeah.
We've been-
That,
we've
you
been-
know, that you, actually the cool thing about the live show is
The
that
show
no matter
definitely-
what happens, the show goes on, right?
That's right.
So I
We
think
talk.
that's-
No matter what happens, we talk.
yeah, well, no matter what happens, we go back to whatever we need to do to make this a show.
Hey,
for
while
this
we're waiting, let me
audience.
ask you, Dave.
Yeah.
Because we talked about what are some of y'all's favorite episodes? Like favorite like subject matter.
Sean Bradley and
Well,
Alan Ram.
Yeah.
First
I wasn't wrong.
debate. The first debate they did.
Do you remember right before the debate when I went down to the Bucks thing or Tony Dungy was speaking and I stood in line to get and I stood there with my camera right and I go, hey, could you just wish luck to Sean and Alan? Could you just say good luck, Sean and Alan? He thinks probably it's my children's little league football team.
It's
And,
like, good luck, Sean and Alan.
Good luck, Sean
Really,
and Alan.
really
Dungy
good luck.
was
See-
involved in that show. I do remember that was awesome.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like the fastest
funny.
promo. It was like, good luck, Sean and Alan. And Tony Dungy saying it. But hey, it was Tony Dungy, baby.
It was Tony. We got him on there.
Hey, if you're on Facebook, let's get some comments from you guys while we're waiting to bring on the guys. We got a ton of callers on already. We'll just,
Let's see if we got any.
but we want to hear you. Get on Facebook if you would. If you're on Facebook and you're watching the show today, maybe your favorite Auto Dealer Live moment,
see.
or what Auto Dealer Live means to you. And honestly, the thing about Auto Dealer Live that I think that every one of us know, it's about the guest, right? It's about the listeners,
Absolutely.
but it's about the guests that we bring on. We do this if we don't have guests, we just like
we're in
ramble.
trouble.
Yeah. So it's about the guest, and we have some amazing car people over the years, and we've got some that are calling in today that haven't been on in a while. So
Yeah.
extremely excited about that as well. But
We
Also-
got comments on Facebook. We got
some.
Amanda Ryan says, "Hey ADL fam." I don't know what happened with Owen Moon, and there's some kind of an inside joke about him not calling people. They're perpetuating that joke. Matt Koenig said, "Stoked to be part of this awesome 300th episode." Matt has been a awesome contributor to the show. Kevin Campbell hopes Shaka Dyson calls in and gives us some of his energy. Is Shaka on the show?
I don't know.
Is he going to be on? That would be awesome if he was.
Yeah.
I agree. Shaka Dyson. He always brings it to us.
Shaka Dyson. Shaka Dyson.
What else? Jim DeLuca said MySpace rocks. Yeah.
MySpace.
I said MySpace. it's time to migrate back to MySpace. Mike Phillips thinks it's time to go back to
up, Mike
MySpace. I
Phillips?
think we're going to bring it back. Amen. Glad. Let's see in the new drip. So yeah, we got people out there. A bunch of people comment. A bunch of
Hey,
people are on.
I got a question for everybody on Facebook. How tight do you think Lou's butt is right now?
Yeah, right.
How nervous? Lou is as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs right now. He was already sweating like a stuck pig before he came on the show today because he had so many callers, and he's using a brand new system, ladies and gentlemen. This brand new system.
seems like a
he
good
was
idea.
bragging about the fact that he can mute people. he can mute them.
Listen, we've gone to the moon 74 times.
What he's done is he's
The 75th time, I got a great idea.
Everyone is
I got
muted.
this new one we've never used before. It's never been proven.
Right.
Number 75, we're going to use this one to go to the moon. And then you see the flames, and you see it
He said, "What I
sparking
want."
in the
He
friggin'
said, "What I
sky.
want to do." Lou said, "What I want to do is I want to wait to the most important show with
Right.
the most people calling in and use it
Yeah,
for the first
seems
time."
like
Was
a
that
good
your
idea.
thought, Lou? Is that what you said?
You know, yeah, I've never eaten this. It could kill me, this berry, but you know what? I'm starving.
Be like the chef that cut. You know how you can have you can eat blowfish or puffer fish, but it has to be very like you have to be a master chef.
He Lou's like,
No, you have to be a
Just
master.
dropping the whole
You have to be
fish
a
in.
master chef to butcher it. Otherwise, you can kill it. You can kill it, the poison in it.
right,
Right.
So it's the master chef.
blindfolded.
But no, yeah, I was saying he went blind that day, and they're like, "Well, he's the only one that could do it." Well, I'm gonna take my chances on the blind master chef. Hopefully, he does it by
Give me that
feel.
fish.
Give me that.
I'm gonna eat it. I'm hungry.
Try it. Try that. Hopefully, he
Mike
does
the
it.
Car Guy. What's up, Mike the Car Guy? Mike the Car Guy is always talking about our old intro. Mike the Car Guy, Mike Carrera said, "I have had the privilege of being on a few expert panels in Auto Deal Live. Always learn something, come away with huge respect for those in my business. The show where car pros go." Thank you, Mike. Mike the Car Guy. Let me tell you something.
Matt
Mike.
Lasco's it. Lou.
Matt's like, "I'm closing my month out, guys." Really?
Hey, look at this.
You know, I think another thing that
This is like a big joke. Lou behind me, Lou.
Wow, Lou. No signal. HDMI.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's a phone. There's the phone calls.
300
They're all going
episodes.
to the TV behind us. That's the problem. Oh, Jesus, help us all.
Yeah.
I'll talk to. Hello? It's Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone, how are you? Well, congratulations on 300. Well, I appreciate that, sir. You've been a big part of it. Well, we love you guys, too. Thank you, Grant Cardone.
Auto Deal Live just jumped the shark.
Jump the shark.
All right, that's what we just did. We just
That was from, yeah,
Happy
go ahead.
Days.
All right.
Happy Days, thanks.
So, getting back to the actual 300th episode, let's
Yeah.
talk about a couple of, I think a couple of monumental things. One of the things that happened, and we'll go back about maybe a year or two ago, but one of the things that happened, a kind of a first moment for us, was when we started trending nationally on Twitter.
Yeah.
That was a big moment.
huge moment. And we don't use Twitter as much. As a matter of fact, I just got with our marketing team, and I think that I want to really begin to use that as well as Facebook for our chat platform. I think that I think that there's something to that as well. It's intriguing about a Twitter chat, but we used to only, because everyone
Yeah.
that watched us
That's where
only watched from our
activity was,
website. We
yeah.
didn't Facebook Live at all.
That's
And
where the
so-
comments were. Yep.
Remember that? We trended multiple weeks in a row, man, and people would tweet out, Auto Deal Live's trending, and
Yep.
that was cool.
Absolutely.
That was cool as the other side of the pillow.
And another thing that I kind of think about with the show, Dave, is the fact that, when you think about a lot of our guests, a lot of people who appeared on the show, maybe what happened to them afterwards. I think Auto Dealer Live, and we had a full episode on this one time, but it was kind of like the dating game or the match game in a sense, but we talked about the relationships that were formed, the jobs that people, the careers that people landed from the show.
Yeah, hold on a second here.
Hey.
Hold on one
That's
second.
for
You
you,
got
Katie.
somebody, Lou?
Hey.
Hold on. Hey, hold on one second there.
I was
Dave,
trying to put some
Cribs.
content in there, but
Hold on, here.
This is Matt.
Matt Lasco, how are you, sir?
Doing great. How about yourself, David Villa?
Man, I'm doing wonderful. You know what, man? Listen, you tell somebody they can't improvise as long as I got a speakerphone and a lapel mic, Matt Lasco.
you are on the air, Matt.
Hey,
I'm telling you, I knew we could put it together.
yes, sir. Hey, Matt, I was going to say when you were, I know that you were on hold, and I appreciate you, and I know, but something that a lot of our listeners may not know, and you've been on the show first of all a lot, and I appreciate that because you're my favorite guest. You're just somebody who's a friend and a colleague and a client and just a great car guy, but. The thing that I want to say that means the most to me about you, and then I'll let you, say whatever you wanted to say about Auto Deal Live. When Chris Fritcher and I started the show in 2012, I called you as a client and a friend, and I said, this is what I want to do. And you said, I'll tell you what, buddy. You said, I will commit to coming on the show every week for the first year. And you did that. And I think we talked about subprime every single week, but man, you were on the show every week with the exception of maybe a couple of times for the first year straight. And to really help us, man, get this off the ground, because you brought a sense of credibility that only somebody in your position would do. And first of all, thank you for that. But that's my memory. That's my favorite memory, of Auto Dealer Live when it comes to Matt Lasko. But what's your thoughts, man?
Well, David, I mean, first off, thanks for the great words, and obviously when you called me, I had interest by the sole means that I knew that you would bring together great people with great ideas, and it's one of those scenarios where smart people understand the more you can listen and interact with good people in your industry, the better you become. I'll tell you one of the funniest. I had lots of fun because I've gotten to interact with all the people you've had on the show for the years to come, and became great friends and developed some wonderful relationships. But one of the funniest moments I had, this is cute because Carrie's going to be on too, but you were doing a call on TrueCar one time, and I wasn't necessarily like out there cheering for TrueCar, but I was kind of calling out the people that had excuses or complaints about them, to tell them that, really it's a good dealer can do good business with them. And the next day I got a phone call from a young lady at TrueCar. She said, Mr. Lasko, John Kraftkick would like to do a phone call with you. Are you available? And anyone that doesn't know this, John was previously the CEO of TrueCar, is currently the CEO of Whammo. And I knew all this at the time and kind of went, uh-oh, what did I say wrong? And, come to find out, they appreciated our show a lot, and I developed a relationship with them over that time too. So I would say that for me, I have a culture of inside the store of managers now that listen to our shows we've done. They got to hear so many different opinions from different, whether it's a vendor or an in-store car person. It's an invaluable show. You've done a wonderful job with it. To keep guys like myself intrigued by it means you're continually trying to find something that's got a topic that draws in what's current in the market. And we appreciate you guys as much as you appreciate us being on the show. And I think the listeners out there, every one of them can say there's something they've taken home over the past 300 episodes that they've used in their store or used in their career that's helped them go forward.
Wow, man, that's awesome, Matt. Well, thank you so much, man. For all, I look forward to multiple more episodes with you on, and just thank you so much for everything you've done, and thank you for calling in, my friend.
My pleasure. You guys have a great day, and keep it rolling. We like listening.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Cool.
Matt Lasko, ladies and gentlemen, and what do you think, Cribs? I still don't know what's going on over there. So they're moving around feverishly, and I don't think I have the cell phone number for every guest that's calling. We got Lisa Copeland.
I'm dialing her right there.
Okay.
So just.
All right. So, Cribs, I'll let you.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Lisa, this is Dave Cribbs. How are you?
Yes. Good.
You are you're live on the air. We're using our phones and putting them up against the mic, so we're going old school. But you are live on the air. Welcome to the show.
This is 300 BC.
Thank you.
Well, Lisa, I mean,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Hey, Lisa, this is Tommy. You didn't mention me. I don't hold any hard feelings towards you, though.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's
My
okay.
bad. And I'm walking away from my computer so I get good reception since we're doing the cell phone to cell phone. But anyway, all three of you, congratulations. That's a really big feat. 300 shows, putting up with all of us, over 300 episodes.
I know.
We're awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Lisa.
We love you.
Dave, Lisa's been on the show, a lot. And, I think she probably, when we first did the Women Who Rock Auto, remember that? Lisa
Yes.
Copeland was
I do.
She was the person we reached out to.
Yeah, and we were so fortunate to have Lisa, come on the show and kind of share her success with Fiat and taking them to #1 in the world there in Austin. And you remember, Dave, Lisa, I believe, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa, but I believe that one of those first initial episodes you were on, you actually had the corporate people, tuning in there at Chrysler or Fiat, and you know, we were kind of nervous. We were like, oh wow, we've got some additional exposure with OEMs, and it was just a great moment for us.
Well, you know, I mean, they're always monitoring what I had to say. You know that. They're like, God, don't let her say anything she's not supposed to say.
I know, especially on this show because it's uncensored, really. But
That's awesome.
Hey guys, it's fixed.
All right, Lou. Let's give Lou a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's give him an episode 300 hand. He fixed it. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Lou, I gotta commend you. You know something? We have I got a feedback coming back.
Yeah, turn that off.
okay.
Hey guys, you guys can use
All right,
your
Lisa, I'm
phones.
gonna have to get off the line right now. But thank you so much for being here with us to share this moment.
All right, congrats again.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
All right, Lou, I'll be honest with you. Hey, you know something, Lou? I got to say this. We've had some issues. We've had some things happen, but you didn't stop, brother. And, you know, you never stop, and that's the one thing about it. And, Lou, we push through, and we keep going. So who do we got on, baby? Who do we
Car
got
strong,
on?
baby.
It's not doing it anymore, Lou.
Hashtag car strong.
All right, we should have Carrie. Are you on the line, Carrie?
Carrie Wise?
You can hear me? Yeah,
So we're still, okay. Hey, it's all right, Lou.
You know what?
Lou's got wires all up in his hands. All right, so let's
Hey, Carrie, you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. How you guys doing?
We
Carrie
are
Wise.
doing wonderful,
Great,
Carrie. Thank you so much for,
Congratulations to you guys.
well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you and those at TrueCar. I don't know if you heard Matt or not, Carrie, but we've had so many, great experiences, both in person with you guys and at conferences and so forth. But Matt was just reminiscing on the fact that he was introduced to you guys through the show, and that's how he initially connected with TrueCar. And he I don't know if you heard that or not, but that was his moment that he really felt like was one of the great moments for him with Auto Dealer Live. But one of the things I think about when I think about you, I think about the times you've helped us host in person at Digital Dealer when you come on those panels. And Dave, Carrie's done that multiple times, and to have such somebody with her credibility, I think has been amazing for us. But what do you think?
Oh, it's amazing. Carrie probably doesn't know this, but when I went to the very first Digital Dealer that I experienced, we were just kind of looking for a place to pop into and listen to someone speak, and I wound up in the room that Carrie was speaking in. I'm like, wow, she's amazing. And then when we were doing one of the live shows on the floor of, I believe it was Digital Dealer, I was sitting there and I see Carrie standing right in front of our set listening to the show, and I just got up and went after her because I knew how great she was. So she came right up and she was just natural on our set. So that's one of my fond memories, Carrie. Do you remember that?
Absolutely. You guys were on my radar, obviously, from that TrueCar show that Matt had mentioned, and I remember, in that show how fair and balanced you guys really were, and that was before we, made a lot of changes. And you're right, when you invited me to just go up on stage at that Digital Dealer, I was amazed, and that told me a lot about your philosophy. That obviously you have dealers on the show, but you want all kinds of perspectives, and I think that's important. You put the best ideas, and you put all kinds of different people from vendor to dealers throughout the industry to give dealers, the best insight out there. So I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to host that show.
Well, thank you, Carrie, for everything you guys have done in the partnership. You're just a great organization, and you are such a great person in this industry to know, and I'm privileged to have met you. So I look forward to a great future.
I feel the same. Congratulations, guys. I look forward to 300 more shows.
Thank you,
Carrie. Thank you, Carrie.
All right.
Lou, who we got?
Okay, we now have Chris Fritcher on the line, the original.
Boom.
Fritcher!
What's up, guys?
What's up,
Congratulations.
Chris? Thank you, man. Congratulations to you, brother. That you launched your marketing company a few months ago. Moved to D.C., all up there, all political and so forth.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around. I try to stay out of it.
No. Hey, you know what, Tommy? When I think of Chris Fritcher, man, there's something we all think about, right? We got to get him to do it.
That's right.
That's how we open the show. Chris, man. All right, we're coming off the intro, right? Old school, original intro. Ustream. You had your boom box up on the desk. You know, all kinds of like
your little mix, your little DJ
Magic
mix.
Mike.
Mixer box.
Magic Mike.
Fisher Price, my first
Magic
mixer
stripper.
bike.
Magic Mike was a stripper, wasn't he?
I don't forget what you watch.
I mean DJ.
Yeah, that's the DJ thing. Yes, right.
So Chris, man, the intro come off, right? The cool music. And all of a sudden, we get ready to roll. You count yourself down because we didn't have a loo back then, right? So 3, 2, 1, we're live. Go ahead, Chris. Take it from there.
That's right. It's that time again.
This time.
Auto Dealer Live.
And, hey, and Chris had, you know, a little secret here, Tommy. You know something? I was besmirched. Chris worked for me that time, right? He was my marketing director. No, listen.
Yeah.
But a little thing I've come to find out.
Yeah.
The microphone, not all microphones are created equal, buddy.
I know.
Chris had the big bad DJ microphone, right? And so he would be like this. He'd be like, "That's right. It's that time again. Time for Auto Dealer Live." And if it wasn't the microphone, his voice was like, "That's right." You know, but it's like, "That's right." And then I go to speak, he'd be like, "What do you think, David?" And I'm like, "Well, Chris, you know."
Chris, who's getting besmirched here, really?
My mic was like this. My mic was like a little Cracker Jacks. You know,
Chris, I think it's going to be a good show, Chris.
yeah, let's do it. You're me.
So you're saying you had mic envy? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what he said.
Yes, I had mic envy. Chris had the big old foam thing on the edge. You know, he's like, "Yeah." So anyway, this is WKRP. You know, man, and I got besmirched, Dave.
Yeah, you got a little cheated. He had the inside scoop.
Hey, Fritcher, man. Hey, all this magic that we've done today so far.
You know what? Back then it wasn't the multi-million-dollar studio that you guys have now. You know, back then it was like, as you said, the Cracker Jack boombox or Fisher Price boombox and a few microphones.
It's Fisher Price, my first DJ kit.
It was Fritcher Price. It wasn't Fisher. It was like he's like, yeah. It's like, what brand is that? Fritcher Price. Fritcher Price.
Yeah, well, Chris, you've got to feel pretty good just seeing what the show has evolved into, and the fact that you were the idea man behind it, the originator of the show. I mean, you gotta feel proud.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think it's pretty cool what you guys have been able to grow it into. You know, you never know when you take something from an idea and you put it into actual production.
Did I get
see what happens.
Go ahead, Chris. We got somebody else on the line, Lou.
You never know how it's.
I thought you could.
You never know how successful it's going to be until all of a sudden, you know, people start listening. And I knew we were onto something the first time that we were able to pat ourselves on the back and say that we had a few thousand downloads. I knew we were onto something.
Well, man, thank you so much for pitching that idea to me, brother. It was.
We're gonna get him. Can we
Thank you
get
so much,
that?
bro.
Fritcher, you're the best, buddy. Love you, man.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
Hey, love you guys and congratulations.
Thank you, Chris.
And now we have Amy Banner on the line.
Can we bring like 2 or 3 on the line at the same time so that way we
have
can?
Amy Banner on the line.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Amy.
Emily.
Bauer, Amy Banner. Who else?
We should have Aaron and Amanda. We do have Aaron and Amanda on.
Are Aaron and Amanda on the phone as well?
And Jason Rice.
Hey, guys. How are you?
It's a lot party, baby.
Yeah, party.
Yeah, there's a lot party. There's a lot party on the line right now.
If I could sing, I'd say that it's a lot party, right?
Lot party. I don't know. Hey.
So let's take it one at a time. Emily Bauer, one of our more recent listeners and friends with Dealer Authority. She's owning social media there. Emily, so Auto Dealer Live, you weren't around. I think you were like in elementary school when we first started. But so looking at it now, as a young millennial in the car business, somebody who's in digital marketing, what does it mean? Talk to us a little bit about it, and thank you so much for your support.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for letting me call in. I really love tuning in every week. And I'll just say, yes, I was not around when Auto Dealer Live started. But being able to tune in and hear from so many different people around the industry in a variety of positions is something that has been really, really valuable. I am still young, and there are a lot of people who know a lot about the industry, And so being able to take that knowledge and kind of apply it with my job at Dealer Authority is really a key touch point. And you guys are just so fun to tune into and listen to, and I love the conversation.
Well, thank you, Emily. Thank you so much, and we look forward to the future. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. So let's go to the girls that were such a big part of our show with Get Your Social On segment. Amanda and Aaron Ryan up there in Canada. How are you guys doing?
Get your social on. Go ahead, get it on with it. Get your social on. Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, it was so fun. I remember, girls. Well. I remember the music. I don't even remember how we did it because it was like just, we didn't have the, it was just different equipment then. It seems like an eternity, ago. But I remember the little intro that they would play, and they would kind of it would just bring into the mixer. Remember, don't. It was like Justin Timberlake, but we took Get Your Social On. Yeah, it was awesome. So Dave, what?
Yeah. Are they Canadian? They're from Canada?
Huh?
They were Canadian or are Canadian?
They are Canadian. Still,
I had no idea.
Yeah, and Aaron and Amanda, you guys, the segment that you had was just perfect timing. Social media. That's when it was really kind of being spotlighted earlier on, and you guys did so much for our viewers in the auto industry. And you were such an integral part of the show. So we want to thank you for that. And also, if you want to share a moment, maybe a memory.
I think, we could get that S90.
We want to congratulate you guys. Yes.
I mean, we should have a...
Go ahead, Amanda and Aaron. Go ahead.
Did we lose them?
I think we lost them.
I think I still hear...
I think I hear Amy Banner on the
line.
Hello?
Is that Amy?
I'm on the line.
Hey, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, Lou, remind me to take whatever system this is and throw it away.
Don't base it on my voice. I lost my voice.
Yes, we heard.
We heard you lost your voice, but we still hear you yet.
I can hear you,
throughout
Amy.
the whole process.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad. I want to congratulate you guys so much.
We had a lot of memories, guys. As a matter of fact, we were actually looking at some 2014 videos of when Aaron and I dressed up for Halloween, and Villa was like, why didn't they dress up? Why didn't they do anything? They look the same. You guys are hilarious and a joy to work with. So we congratulate you on 300 episodes. You guys are amazing, and you guys are doing amazing work for the auto industry. So we're proud to say that we were part of the journey. And back in the day when the starting was so different, and headphones, the big headphones on, and you've definitely grown. So thank you both so much, all of you.
Thank
and
you
the
guys.
team for allowing me and Aaron to be a part of it.
All right, thank you so much,
Thank
ladies.
you.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you,
Have
Amanda.
fun again.
Great talking to you again.
Canada. I can't get over
So,
Canada
all right.
for some reason. I don't know why I can't. Somebody else.
So
can
let's
say
go
that.
back to
Ryan West.
Let's go back to Amy Banner. Amy, can you hear us? Are you on the line?
Oh yeah, no, I can hear you. I just hope you can hear me,
We
and
can.
that everybody now thinks I'm like some old school used car sales guy out there smoking two packs today or something.
You sound
I
like
sound horrible, but-
you remember that show from way back called Night Court? You
Oh my God!
You sound like the
Sure.
bailiff. You sound like the bailiff on Night Court, Amy. I think.
Yeah, I actually completely lost my voice yesterday, so I think the adrenaline of talking to you guys today actually gives me somewhat of a smoker's hack or something. I don't know, but congratulations so much. I'm super excited to be on the show today, and just to say congrats and all the stuff you guys have done for the industry and for promoting women and for putting people on that aren't afraid to be controversial and push the envelope a little bit to make this industry better, because you guys allow a platform for that, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. And thank you for save your voice, but thank you so much for calling in, even though you have. It looks like you're losing your voice, but thank you.
She's got laryngitis.
Laryngitis. Okay.
We knew that, Lee. She said it. We heard her.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for.
By the way, guys, we got Tony D on.
Who?
Tony D.
And
Who?
Paul Sanson Jr.
Tony D.
Well, happy 300th and congratulations on your 300th show of Auto Dealer Live, guys.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Tony D.
How you doing, sir?
You know, I'm doing well. I'm so glad that y'all all dressed up for the occasion. Tommy kind of trimmed his beard. Dave got himself a new hat, and the other Dave, you wore a tie. So I'm glad y'all are looking sharp for the show today. You were talking about some of the different things. I've always enjoyed being able to participate on the live panels, like out at Digital Dealer. That's so much fun. And still to the day, I still get comments and talk to some of the people about when Candace Crane and Jim Ziegler got into a very heated conversation on ADL. There's always good times going.
I remember that
Woman?
very well. That was very uncomfortable.
Let me talk, woman.
That was very uncomfortable for us, so Tony. It was one of those moments where you're like,
It's like I'll tell you what it is.
Like,
it's like
what do I
it's
say?
like you're a kid and you're at your friend's house and his
your
mom
parents
is
argue.
mom is yelling at the kid and you're just sitting there looking around petting the dog. It was like one of those moments. Like, oh geez, let it end.
There were some of us on Skype. I'm looking at you guys, and it got to a point. I just backed out. I was staying out of that controversy.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what's so cool about ADL, man. Like Amy just brought up, people being willing to be a little controversial, bring up different subjects. I'm sorry I couldn't go over to Lisa's house to go do the show today. We did that one time. That was kind of a hoot.
Yeah.
That's cool. Awesome, man.
Because she said you can't come back to her house.
Yeah. Well,
she said you clogged up her toilet and she's like, she's not going to have you back. Sorry.
I think I took out all of her vodka.
Yeah, there you go.
It's something. I knew it was something.
Now we're getting there.
Paul Sansone Jr.
All right, let's talk
Thanks,
to Paul.
Tony D.
Hey, Paul, man, I love and admire the fact that you, as a dealer, multiple stores, again, we love our dealers that come on, and you've made it a point multiple times to stop what you're doing. I mean, listen, we know how busy owning a business is, much less the car business, and then owning multiple points.
Dave, what are you kidding? It's the last day of the month. What else would I be doing here other than spending 10, 20 minutes on ADL Live? I can't think of a better way to spend 20 minutes.
This is the only way he can get you to send the contract back too. He had to put you on as a ruse to do the show so he can get the contract back. Just saying.
So, Paul,
you ain't kidding. Next time, wait till 6 o'clock at night when we really have to. We're crunch time around here. All right, so that's
You're
all right.
welcome.
It's retail. We can go with the flow.
that's awesome. That's awesome, man. What do you think, Dave?
I just think it's great. Like Dave just mentioned, Paul. As a dealer and especially with multiple roofs, to just be able to take the time out and contribute to this show in the auto industry the way that you do, it really shows your passion. And I was really fortunate when you were in Tampa to sit and have dinner with you and a couple other colleagues, and I just can't say enough about you, Paul. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Paul.
Well, I want to again congratulate you guys, and really, it's quite an accomplishment in this industry to have a string of 300 of anything going on. So, all kidding aside, that's really a great job. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about the topics that are important to me, and a lot of folks on the line are talking about a lot of digital stuff. I'm back into I'm knee-deep in getting the salesman to perform at a different level and stopping this tide of sales turnover and creating programs that make it a fun and positive experience being a car salesperson. And, I appreciate you guys allowing me the opportunity to share some of my thoughts on that. I really do.
Our pleasure, man. Thank you so much, Paul. Thanks, Paul. We have Jason.
All right, take care, guys. I got to go.
All right, thank you,
Jason
Paul.
Cars.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
We
got
have
Jason Rice
and Matt Koenig on.
Jason Rice, man. Jason Rice with a lot party. I know you were on a minute ago, and I apologize that it got a little discombobulated there, brother. But man, let me tell you something. We go way back. You were somewhere in the middle. I don't think you went back. You didn't go back to 2012, but somewhere around the Digital Dealer original time frame, we met. And man, one of my favorite people. I know that you. It's been a little while since you've been on, brother. Talk to us a little bit about the industry. Auto Dealer Live, maybe what it's meant to you, and just thank you so much, man, for taking time out of your schedule to come on and join us.
No, thank you, and congratulations again. Again, what you guys do for the industry is just awesome, and I was happy to be part of it. And you guys give me an opportunity to say my 2 cents out there. And yeah, Digital Dealer. it's great.
Don't forget
the exposure you give that conference and everything too, because that conference has been around since I think 0506 range, and for you guys to be able to be there live, I think gets you a lot more exposure, because that's obviously what the industry is and has been heading for a long time, and that conference does a lot for everybody. So the exposure you guys do there makes it even better.
Awesome.
Again, you guys, congratulations on this show, man.
Well,
and so, hey, my question, you guys, what do you think the next 300th episode, 600th episode, what changes you guys see coming down the road?
Can I take this one?
Go ahead.
Sure. Yes,
go ahead.
I think we're going to have a phone system in place that we'll be able to talk to everyone in a very manageable manner.
Yeah.
Lou, unfortunately, won't be with us because he'll be at he'll be deceased.
I promise you, I'm gonna punch him in the nose.
Hey, you feel froggy?
My chair.
300, buddy.
Who else on this thing?
Okay.
I was waiting for Matt to be cutting us off too.
I'm just patiently waiting. This is enjoyable banter.
Well, Jason. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
We're the bottom of the barrel.
No. So
no.
I have Brad Pascal on the line waiting. I have Kevin Zimick from Canada on the line.
Okay.
I have
Owen Moon won't even call back.
We need to go to Kevin.
What's the deal with that?
Hey, Lou, who's been on the longest here?
Matt Koenig and Kevin Zimick.
Kevin Zimick, we'll go with you first because you're.
Hey, real quick, this is Jason. Real quick, I got to jump off.
All right, Jason. Thanks, buddy.
I appreciate it, buddy.
No, thank you. Kevin Zimick from Ridge Hill Ford. I know you've been on a little longer because you're up on the list a little bit. Man, thank you for the again another dealer taking time out of your schedule to come on last day of the month. Thank you for the video shout out yesterday. Kevin Z, man, give us some words. Give us some words, brother.
Well, my man, thank you so much for having me on. I'm just across the state from you right now in the 561. Nice weather you guys have out here. I'm there not no other Canadians will end up populating your beautiful state.
Come on, man.
There you go. Come on down. Stay here.
You buy dealership.
Hey, listen, man. I just want to congratulate you guys sincerely on 300 episodes. As I mentioned in my video, Canada, where I am from, Aaron and Amanda and our good old Calvin Pierce out in New Brunswick, that's 480 episodes metric, boys. You look great. You don't look a day past 200.
Awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Kevin, man. I know I don't know if you're down on vacation or what, but I hope you enjoy yourself down here. And thank you so much for listening. And you said yesterday, something that was so cool. Kevin said it's not only a place where dealers go, it's a place where dealers learn. And
have a platform and learn. Yep, absolutely.
That just really made me feel good, man. So,
me too.
Z, I appreciate everything you do, brother.
Dude, I can't thank you enough. Thank you very much for your leadership and having a place for us to go and voice various opinions, be able to, in comfort amongst other professionals, to share different points of view. It's fantastic. And let me drop this mic bomb on you. It's no longer the show where dealers go. It's the show where dealers go to grow.
Woo!
Come on,
man. We gotta
change all our stuff. Go to grow.
Jeez. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kevin. So we're gonna go.
Thank you so much for being in.
Thank you. And we're gonna go to Matt Koenig.
Matt, you're welcome.
What up?
Yo.
What's up, gang?
Howdy.
Hey, congratulations on the 300 episode. Normally Lou yells at me about make sure you've got Skype ready and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I wore my Auto Dealer Live shirt specifically for you guys so I could show solidarity, only to then get a message from Lou saying, sorry, bro. There you go.
I don't think Lou's going to be
yelling
at you.
So much for everything.
I don't think Lou's going to be telling you to make sure you do anything. He's going to be saying, hey, Matt, make sure you don't screw up.
Yeah, he won't be around much longer, right? Because none of this is working, I just heard. So, Lou, we love you. It's so good to get to know you.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys.
Hey, I also want to thank you guys, too, though, for being such big supporters of the stuff that we've done. You guys have been just amazing to come down, and, David, for you to speak down in Dallas at the Rockstar Conference, man. We appreciated that so much. Lou and Ezra coming down and doing all that filming in Dallas. Just, you guys have done so much for us, and I know Chris, and speaking for Chris and myself, we love you guys. We appreciate you all. Tommy, Cribbs, Ezra, Kim, the whole crew there are just such good quality people, and can't say enough good things. I'm so stoked to see what's coming for the next year with you guys.
Thank you, man. Matt, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother.
Nice, Matt. Love you, buddy.
So many good memories. I know we have Brad on, and I think I heard Arnold, so we'll get to you guys in a second. Anybody else on right now?
Oh, yeah, we have Tony.
Tony.
We have
just me, Brian Armstrong.
Brian Armstrong.
Brian Armstrong's on the phone right now. What's up, Brian?
Steve Stawning. Okay, so we'll get to you guys right now. We'll come down the list. When I'm looking at Steve, and I'm looking at we'll just say Brad and Steve, and I'm looking at Arnold. I think Arnold. I think I heard Arnold earlier first, or one of the first ones that were on. But met him at a Tracy Myers event up in September 2014, and I remember Arnold. You dressed like a clown, scaring Subi half to death, and that was pretty cool. And I've sent her many clowns over the years because of that. And but man, you know what? One of the things I got to say about Arnold is you are the most consistent person. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy is involved in everything, brother. You are literally the secret agent. But thank you, man, for all your support. How you doing?
Hey, I'm great, Dave. I know I tend to talk a lot, so I just wanted to congratulate you on reaching this milestone. There's lots of people that have tried podcasts or video or whatever in our industry and haven't gotten anywhere close to you. I hope my homage video, my little fun thing that I made for you, kind of reflected that. But anyways, I know there's lots of other people waiting to give you kudos, and I will see you at Digital Dealer 24.
Look forward to it, my friend. Thank you.
See you then, Arnold. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
So next, let's talk to Brian Armstrong. Brian, welcome to the show, and thanks so much for your support. We appreciate it.
Hey.
Go ahead.
No, David, Cribs, Tommy, man, congrats. 300, that's huge. Huge.
Thank you.
So
And go ahead.
No, it was kind of funny. I got introduced to your show because Kevin Fry one time we were talking a couple of years ago, and he says, no, every Thursday I just turn it on and listen in the background. And I said, really? Is it worth it? And I can tell you, yeah, it's been well worth it. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Really appreciate all your support, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. And we enjoyed having you here in person when you were here co-hosting with us. But thank you so much, and we'll see you soon, Brian. Thank you.
We're going to go.
That was great. All right, guys. Gotta run. Congrats.
Thank you.
Well, before we go to Steve and Brad really quick, I do want to do one thing because I think just shifting gears for 1 second. Tony Washington is on the phone, and one of the highlights for me as a consummate, salesperson. Down, Ubu, sit. Get off me! Somebody's dog, baby. Hey, listen. Hold on. Hey, listen.
Is that Jennifer's?
I don't know.
That's great.
But you know what? Hey, we don't discriminate. We got dog listeners, baby. Listen. Tommy, that's the wolf in you that attracts that dog. But Tony Washington, one of my favorite things, guys, is I'm a CEO and a business owner, but I'm really a sales guy, and I love sales. Dave, you and I talk about this, Tommy. We're all salespeople, and so I love the panels where we have salespeople on in this industry. It's my favorite because you just get to hear. I mean, people that are out there, man, making it happen. And Tony Washington is somebody who's a newer listener, and he's only been on the show once as well. But he got my attention just because he was out there on the lot doing his thing. He was on last month. Tony, man, I wanted to make sure that you were somebody that we invited to come on today, brother. And I really do appreciate guys like you that make this industry what it is. You're hungry, and you're out there making a difference, my friend. And thanks for your support and listening to the show as well. How you doing?
Absolutely. I'm doing great. And Bela, David, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this monument of consistency, man. 300 of anything is amazing. And I'm pretty new to this industry. I've been doing it for about a year and a half now. Mm-hmm. And this has been one of my learning tools is Auto Dealer Live. So I've utilized this as something to stretch my mind for the possibilities. You always have fresh guests, and so I just appreciate this opportunity to even be a part of it and to have been a part of some of the late, one of the late shows.
Appreciate that, my friend.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. That means a lot. That means a lot more than you know. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Tito.
Absolutely. Well, thank y'all, man.
All right, brother. Have a good weekend.
You're welcome. What else we got? What we got?
We got Mabel Peralta.
We got Steve Stawning and Brad Pascal on.
And Brad Pascal still on the line.
Let's go to. Why don't you go? Pick one.
Who is?
Brad
they're on the line right now.
They're on the line.
Steve Stawning, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what did Arnold win? I just need to know.
He won a Steve Stauning
Arnold
bobblehead.
won something, right?
A Steve Stauning bobblehead.
I mean, he never calls in. He only calls in if there's something up for grabs. Hey, I want to congratulate you on the 300/10. No, I'm sorry. The 300th episode. Fantastic. And in case no one has covered it yet, let me just say training, millennials, customer experience, and leadership.
Come on.
Good job, Steve.
That's all I have.
That's why we
all
had
I
you.
have.
That's why we brought
Thank
you on.
Steve. That's why we got you here.
Hey, Brad.
Thank you. Let's go to Brad Paschal.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on today. Just wanted to tell you congratulations on 300 episodes. Also wanted to tell you that Brian Armstrong is the one that first introduced me to your show. So Kevin and Fry introduced him, Brian introduced me and mentored me, and it went from selling cars all the way through where I am now. And as of next Monday, I will be transitioning to Stream Companies to work with Subi and Curtis and those guys.
Wow.
Nice.
Congratulations,
That's awesome,
man.
So
congratulations, my friend.
The show's working just like it was supposed to. It's an actual.
they tell
this
three
is an,
friends,
Yeah,
and
this is
they
an
tell
MLM
three
company,
friends.
by the way. But hey, let's go. Let's go to Jennifer Briggs. Jennifer, welcome to the show. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I tried to be quiet and not laugh at that. Hey, guys.
Did you lose your voice too?
Yeah, actually, I have had bronchitis for the last 5 weeks,
the
and
heck is
I'm
going
just
on?
now getting my voice back. I couldn't speak for 2 weeks solid, so
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But I couldn't. I know, right? So I couldn't miss the opportunity to just say thank you, not just congratulations, but thank you. And I love that some folks brought up how you guys have made a platform for those folks who might be a little bit outspoken or maybe pushing the line a little edgy or sassy, to be able to bring these ideas and concepts to conversation and share across the industry. And of course, congratulations on your 300, but thank you so much for providing that information, that insight for those of us who've always wanted to be 4 steps ahead of the game, and giving those folks an audience and giving us the ability to hear what they've got to say. So thank you guys so very much.
No, thank you, Jennifer. We appreciate you so much.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so I believe Frank Lopes is on the line, right? Frank?
Frank Lopes is right here.
Hey, there we go.
Frank Lopes.
Frank Lopes, our brother from another mother.
Hey, Frank, can I say something? There's something that you did for me a long time ago. I'll never forget it. It was just something, you get a bad rap, brother. You get a rap of being like a tough guy, a guy who, but you were really a nice guy, and you got a good heart, man. And I'm going to say, you may not even remember this, but we were back when Periscope, first came out. You sent me this little tripod thing to hold your phone. You remember that?
Yeah, heck
and
yeah.
You know what, Frank? That's the kind of guy you are.
I do
bro.
remember.
That's the kind of guy you are, my friend.
I do remember. I remember I paid more to have it shipped to you than I paid for the actual GorillaPod itself.
No.
Because I wanted to make sure you had it for the next show.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that.
And that all started from watching the show and watching you trying to prop your phone up on something and it constantly slipping down and banging on the old desk, on the old Auto Dealer Live counter there. And I was like, this guy needs a GorillaPod to hold up his phone, So I sent it out to you. So, look, I could do the same as everybody else and congratulate you on the 300 on the 300 and everything. But I think what really needs to be said to all three, especially to Mr. Villa, I think what really needs to be said is thank you. It's thank you for the dedication and thank you for the consistency and thank you for the stamina to keep something like this going for a long time. If anybody doesn't know this already, everybody over at IPD, they're not going to retire on the sponsorships that are generated out of the Auto Dealer Live show. The Auto Dealer Live show is really there for all of us. It's not exactly a big money-making type of thing. Because I want everybody to know that because a lot of money goes into producing that show and taking it to Digital Dealer and taking it to events and everything. And David don't talk about it, but that money comes out of David's pocket. And it's because he wants the show there for all of us in the industry. And he wants it there as a resource, and he wants it there for us to lean on, and for us to use. And personally, I could go on all day about what Auto Dealer Live has done for the industry, but I can tell you personally, there would not be a Get More Frank show if it was not for Auto Dealer Live.
I mean,
So, gentlemen, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'll speak for the whole automotive industry. From the bottom of the automotive industry's heart, thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, Frank. I appreciate that, man. I really do. That means a lot, brother. And you've been a good friend over the years, and I look forward to seeing you soon in Orlando, and if not before, but thank you for everything you do. Thank you for the kind words.
Absolutely. Got it, brother.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Hey, David.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
David, this is Jonathan Dobson. Can you hear me?
I can. Hey, what's up, JD?
Hey guys, I just needed to call in real quick on the 300th show. I'm in the Dominican Republic right now.
Oh,
that's bragging.
I'm down here with some of my friends celebrating my 40th birthday, but it's the 300th show for Auto Dealer Live, and so even though I'm stuck in a foreign country with not much great reception or anything, I had to call in and say thank you for everything you do. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for being allowing me to be part of what you've done. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be part of the Auto Dealer Live family and show.
Hey, thank you, Jonathan, and thank you for calling in, man, and enjoy your vacation down there. That means a lot that you took time to call, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you, sir.
No, absolutely, guys. To the whole show, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on episode 301.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have
Bye, guys.
Jody DeVere on as well.
Thank you.
Who?
Jody DeVere.
Jody DeVere.
Nice.
Jody, how are you?
Hey.
Jody, with man, one of my favorite people.
Dave, and Chris. Oh my gosh, how are you? And first, I also just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because you help women rock auto, and also you help rock the Women in Automotive Conference. And so your tremendous support for the women in this industry. You can't see me, but I'm giving you a standing ovation. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your 300th episode.
Thank you, Jody.
Thank you, Jody.
Jody, thank you
so
for everything
much.
you
stood
do.
up for you, Jody.
It means a lot coming from you. Thank you for taking the time to call. One of my favorite people. Jody is so awesome.
Yeah,
man.
she is. She is
Is
awesome.
it Mabel still online?
Oh, you guys rock it so much. I can't tell you, really. You're the best, really. You've done so much to support all of us girls, and we need it.
Well, we will continue to do
Deserve
it. Thank you so much. See you soon, Jody.
All right, now we have Mabel Peralta and William McCormick.
All right, Dave, you guys
Patiently
want
waiting.
you take it?
Yeah, let's go real quick.
Hey, how are you
Let's go
guys?
to Mabel. Yeah, how are
Hello,
you?
hello.
Pretty good. Wow, it's an honor to follow such amazing people like Jody and Frank. I don't know what to say except congratulations on your 300th episode.
Well,
And really, thank you so much for being such an inspiration to a lot of us in the automotive field because myself included, I was once a Green PA as well. And, sometimes you look for places where you could get information and learn how to do things the proper way. And, if it wasn't for you guys, I know that a lot of us would be still scratching our heads thinking, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? So really, thank you so much.
Well, Mabel, thank you. And you know something, I think I think that how you have come on the show, especially in the latter couple of months, and how you're an inspiration, such an inspiration.
That's what I was thinking too.
Were you thinking that?
Yeah.
I mean, look how many people look up to Mabel and what she's doing, and it was evident when she was on the show, all the comments that she was getting. So your branding and what you do to brand yourself as a professional in this industry has been an inspiration. So thank you for your kind words and your comments, but thank you so much for your support and for really, honestly, the talent and the gift you are to this industry.
Thank you. No, and I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't share that enthusiasm. I didn't share that passion with whoever contacts me. And I have many people that randomly send me messages, and I'm really busy. I literally have no time to do anything, but I always carve some time out. And even if I send voice messages to those that reach out to me, because I want them to know that, you're not alone. And especially women in the automotive field, it's tough on us sometimes. And I couldn't do it if I didn't, I couldn't do it without people like you. Because I'm like, you know what? I look up to you guys, and I'm like, all right, they got it together. I got it together. And if we continue the circle of support, I think it'll be a great addition to the automotive industry in the near future.
Boom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mabel.
Thank you.
We feel the same. Thank you so
All right,
much.
we got William McCormick on the line.
You're welcome.
All right.
William J.
William J. Man, I love William. William, you've been here, man, in our
likable
office.
cat.
You're like family, brother.
Been
You're
here
like
several times, yeah.
right? He's a
He's
piece
a very
of
likable
the-
cat. Yeah,
piece of
he-
the furniture.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he feels like he belongs here.
Like a
Well,
piece
guys, I just want to say
I can't say it better to these other folks here on the line today, but just want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart as well, and congratulations on the 300th episode. That's a milestone, absolute milestone. I don't know if anybody. Sometimes dealers don't keep a lot of streaks like that going.
Well, hey, you know what you did for me?
I appreciate everything.
You know what you did for me, and I still got it, man. In Vegas, about 2 years ago or so, you came out. You were on one of our panels, and you went down somewhere. Remember, you brought back a little microphone type deal. Remember that, William? Like a little microphone on
yeah.
Dude, that thing was cool as heck, man. You brought it back, and just little things like that, man. People take it for granted, but it's just the little things that someone who listens and that supports the show does. And William's always done that. You know, way before we met him or before he was on the show, he was someone who commented and listened and supported it, man. But it's just those little things mean a lot, brother.
They do.
You've been and now we've had you here a couple of times in our training, and it's just been incredible getting to know you. And look forward to for many episodes to come, brother.
It's awesome.
Well, guys, I appreciate everything you do for all of us out here on the blacktop, and like I said, 300 is a big milestone. You guys have been not just an inspiration, but you guys have been instrumental in the development of not just myself, but several others here that have been on the line and maybe just watching here that maybe haven't called in or gotten there. But I know from having been through the ranks of coming up from YouTube to live shows to being on the show and everything that you guys do more than you realize for this industry. I mean, we really appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much, William. Thank you.
Close strong.
Thank you.
All right.
So who we got, Luke?
All right, guys. We
Thank
have
you.
now Mike Phillips on the bridge and Calvin Pierce, who just called in. Both of them called in.
Okay, both just called in. They weren't even on the list, but they called in. Man, thank you so much, Mike Phillips and Calvin Pierce. We got another Canadian, man.
Let's talk, Calvin. Calvin, we can't thank you enough, Calvin. You've supported us for so many years. I think since very early on in the show days, and you've been a
Twitter announced they were opening as a company, and then Calvin tweeted about Auto Deal Live.
Yeah, exactly. So go ahead, Calvin.
I've actually been at the Twitter office in Canada, in Toronto. So anyway, I just phoned to say I appreciate all you guys do. I'm just a little used car dealer from Nova Scotia who's always just done it part-time. But I'm in my 29th year. I learn a lot from what I hear from your, different people speaking and you guys talking. It's just a lot of fun watching and listening to what's going on in the car business.
Man, Calvin, thank you, man. We haven't had a chance to speak, so this is the first time, and but we've talked a lot over messaging and so forth over the years. And I thank you, man, for all the support, sincerely. Yeah. And I love your vet, man. That vet, you've earned it.
Yeah. My wife and I plan on hitting Florida sometime next year, so we're going to drive down and spend a little bit of time. We're definitely going to stop by and see you while I'm down there.
Right,
yeah, do that. Awesome. Do that. We'll love that. Thank you, Calvin.
My friend.
Thank you so much.
Calvin.
All right. So thanks again. Talk to you later.
Absolutely.
Driving from Nova Scotia, that's like 77 hours, isn't it? I don't know where Nova
It's right down the road.
Mike
Phillips.
Mike Phillips.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh man, doing good, Mike.
Great.
Mike, what dealership? I know you, but I know we talked about what dealership again. I don't want to get that wrong.
I'm with McCloskey Motors in Colorado Springs.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I knew you were Colorado, but man, thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah.
Always hanging out.
No, I always hang out. I'm just a stalker. I hang out in the room, and I'm crashing the party right now. So I figured, hey, I'll jump in, crash it. I just wanted to call and say congratulations on 300. I think that is phenomenal, and just the information you guys provide and the things that you do is really just. It really is unheard of in our industry. So I think you guys are trailblazers. You're just absolutely phenomenal. I appreciate you.
Wow,
thank you,
nice.
brother.
Thank you so much.
Mike's got a spot on the show another time.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Just earned yourself a spot on the show, buddy. Good
exactly.
job.
Thanks, Mike.
So, Luke, we have any?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks,
Mike.
Thank you.
I think that is officially it. Anybody else? I don't think there's anybody else on the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Officially done.
All right.
Let's wrap up the show by saying this, maybe, or like not, but talk for a minute. But we have some others that might have called in, but I know we were
did,
delayed. But we would be here until next Thursday, naming the people who have been on this show and thanking them.
No
so
doubt.
all of you, thank you. But here's the thing, man. The common thread of the people who called in, the people who are commenting, Dave, the people who we've all interviewed and had on from some of the controversial shows where there were debates, passionate debates, to the training and the millennials and all the stuff that Steve said. This is really what's cool about it. It's they're thanking us, but the reality is what they're thanking us for is for you, and it is for the guest, because that's what it is, right?
Absolutely. A million percent. It's what the platform of this show, and I have to kind of think back for a moment on Frank's comments, because Frank talked about we owe it to you, and we really do owe it to you. I mean, you've kept this platform in the front of the auto industry, and that's a big deal. But what it's done is it's provided that platform for all of those viewers, everyone in the auto industry, to be able to grab a hold of something. And it's the only thing of its kind, really. I mean, it's so unique, and I feel like Arnold honored just to be like a little part of it. But it's amazing.
Well, me too, man. And you guys make it. Tommy over here with the. Tommy, I gotta say about Tommy.
You make it something, Tommy.
I gotta say something about Tommy, man. I'm always giving him a hard time, and he's been with me for 9 years almost. He's like a
over 9 years,
like a wall.
This guy is amazing,
like a wall.
He's amazing. But regarding the show, I know when you left, and then before you came back as a host, you had some things you were doing, and Tommy stepped in because when you have that co-host, that you and I worked with,
Sure.
Because really Chris was the original co-host, but he pioneered it, and then I was going solo with Martin off the screen,
right.
But he was over there. Then you came in, and then we kind of took it to a different level. And that's when this exposure would happen. And then when you left, it was just, I was like, who can fill that gap? Because you can't go to a one-person show like that. And we had some auditions, and some people were reaching out to me.
Yeah.
Some people on the show that reached out, hey, I'll come in, let's do this together. And so there was a couple of different opportunities there. But Tommy, who was here and just hit me one day, and you came in, man, and you provided this different slant to it, man, this comedy you brought in. And then when you came back, though, it's just perfect, man. It's like this little,
it's a good
it's
blend.
like trifecta,
It's like the Three Musketeers.
And you're not, you're funny, but I mean, you're not funny enough to carry like an hour show. So you need to
not that funny. 4 to 5 minutes on my own. I don't want that responsibility. Yeah, I'm glad I get my little.
Give us a little bit of humor as we close the show. Give us a little bit like a Lou humor. Let's pretend like, like Lou, I don't know, like Lou, you're Lou right now. When all this stuff was going on, they couldn't see it. The people couldn't see what was going on behind the camera. So why don't you give us a little reenactment of Lou?
Lou, in all sincerity, Blaze, Kim, good job, guys.
Yeah, excellent job, Lou.
Because I know
Lou Cherp, good. I'm kidding.
What did that Mike Cherp play? What did Mike Cherp call it?
Lou.
What did that Mike Cherp call it?
He tried to call Mike.
Did he try? He tried to call Mike.
Actually, he called. I hung up on him.
No, he didn't.
Accidentally.
That's so wrong.
Lou, that's wrong.
He's like, he called. I hung up on him accidentally.
Give us a little reenactment though.
I know it was just funny. It just,
what was he doing? Oh, just a little.
I see his butt in the air going underneath the table there, trying to figure out.
Guys,
there's like chords.
This show wasn't meant to.
He's like,
all right. Hey, this part of 300, baby. Where would we be without besmirchment?
Look at this. His ears have been unplugged the whole time.
Hey,
I don't know.
If you love Auto Dealer Live, let's close it out this way. If you love Auto Dealer Live, let's give it some likes, let's give it some hearts, let's give it some thumbs up. Come on, let's end it out with a little bit of I don't know,
action.
We can see it in front of us. All right, guys, thank you so much. Cribs, 300 more, baby. You'll be about 87, right? No? 86. Sorry.
86. He's like, don't besmirch me.
86. Cribs be coming in like.
Hey, I'll find a way to plug in that oxygen tank.
You go right ahead.
Yeah, there'll be some other cords like here, like these.
Yeah.
Don't let Lou handle it. They'll friggin' they won't get to watch it.
Yeah, if Lou, hey, hold on. Let's one more Lou rip, right? Ooh. If Lou's head, the Cribs would be over here. Hey, what's up?
Me and you are gonna have to talk and fill time while he's over there trying to grasp for life.
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, anyway, so I heard that Chrysler is Lou. He's turning blue.
I'll be like, anyway, so as Arnold was saying,
Don't you die on me, Cribs. Not on the show. Not on 450th show.
Yeah. Tommy,
wow.
You know.
Tommy, you cold?
You cold, man?
You cold,
All
man?
right. All right. I hear it's
Privacy
time to go,
rapist.
right? Hey, guys, thank you so much. And look forward to the next show.
The next
301.
Yeah, 301.
See you next
Love y'all. God bless y'all.